Loads of sport talk. I don't know what to say. Liverpool, what is going on? All over the place. A poor performance. Let's get to the lines. Joe from the Will is on the line. Joe, what do you want to say?
Get the Hollish baldy fraud out now. I can accept losing to Palace, Chelsea and Galaxy Tesseract, but Man United, I can't face all my United fan mates in the job centre tomorrow now. That bloody baldy fraud has just been tactically schooled by the worst manager in Premier League history. Our midfield got schooled by a 93-year-old Brazilian Commissar Herrero. My nan's quicker than him, and she died 20 years ago. £130 million for Florian Wirtz signing ever, and Alexander is crap. Van Dijk's finished. He got absolutely skinned alive by Bobby and Kinder Bueno. You know you finished when Mr. Blobby's doing you for pace. And that ref was a bloody cheat. That first goal shouldn't have standed. You know it's a crisis when bloody Slabhead has Salah and Isak in his pocket and then slabs the winner in. Oh, he shouldn't be allowed on a football pitch. His head's too big. It's an unfair advantage.
Up next, you've got Alan from Norris Green. Alan, what do you think of that performance?
Lad, get on this, lad. You won't believe what's just happened there, lad. Just been to KFC, lad, with Flo Wirtz, lad. Isak, lad, Frimpong, lads, and Aunt Cody, lad. I call Gakpo cuz, lad, because he's me cousin, lad, and he, lad. Anyway, lad, next thing, lad, that Slabhead walks in singing 2-1. Anyway, lads, as he's walking in, lads, his slab gets stuck in the door frame, lad, because it's a pure massive slab, lad. Anyway, the ambulance comes, gets his head out of the door frame. Once he's in, lad, Isak picks his Zinger burger up and launches it, lad, at Slabhead slab, lad. Lad, not only does Isak miss the biggest head on the planet, lad, it flies past Slabhead slab, lad, and it's on a slot the gaffer, lad, right on his big shiny bunch, lad. Next thing, lad, that Brian and Kinder Bueno, lad, and Luke Shaw, lad, start having a scrap over who gets to lick the mayo off Slot's head. Lad, anyway, long story short, lad, Enzo jumped off the counter and two-footed Slabhead right on the fod, lad. Honest, lad, our Tony's lad was there, lad, he's seen it all, lad, just ask him, lad.
Alan, we all know absolutely none of that happened. Moving on now, we've got Neil from Crosby who's on the line. Neil, what do you think of that performance from Liverpool?
I am absolutely fuming with Liverpool. Not only are we beaten by Manchester United, the temperature inside Anfield was freezing cold. They should have turned the central heating up. I couldn't even eat my prawn sandwiches because my hands were so cold. I had to keep them in my woolly gloves. Thank God Mummy and Daddy packed them, and my water bottle and a hot flask. Now we're down to 4th in the Premier League. I'm considering giving my hospitality package up. I could have been doing Reiki with my friend Simon and having a flat white. It's unacceptable.
Oh, get off the line, you big punch. Moving on now, we've got the man everyone's been waiting for. I know that's why you're here, and here he is. Ken from Mumbai! What do you think of that poor Liverpool performance, Ken?
Jammer! I have of the many furious angering processing of my thoughts. For of the many allowancings of the head slab is slapping the shoot kick field goal for the second of the touchdown. The confusings of the Divas, that the quarterback wicketkeeper Virgil Suarez Miras Robo Kakes is the refusing tackle slide, and the resulting is kickball into the hoop goal. Now I am throwing my season ticketing away. But of course there is waiting for delivery, as I am on waiting list for another 335 years. How are the spending fortunes for 130 rupee thousandings and champion kickball shoot soccer kicker champion Roberto Diaz, Alexander Stevie, Isak Grealish, who was not even of the score touchdown of one single many. The head slab is of more home runs at the field of Ham, but my joying is complete, as my beloved Chesterham Field City Thistle United is beating of the army of scum, Liverpool United Hotspur City. One of my 37 wives is of pregnancy expectations with my 1,239 children. I will name of the child Headslab. To my God, that is true. United, the glory that is united, the glory that united is. Yeah.
So moving on, we've got Stevie from Saudi who wants to talk about the future of Arne Slot. Stevie, what do you want to say?
Of course. Look, I think this sloth fella's got to go. I heard people in the ground saying that they should be going for that fella who took our Letty Facky Wach to 11th position in the Saudi Pro League. Get Jordan Henderson back in midfield and challenge for mid-table. He's a top gaffer, him, the one who's just swerved Rangers, but get rid of Michael Van Gerwen now and get Jezza back home. Yeah, of course.
Stevie, just embarrassing yourself. Just go back and play paddle tennis. You're never going to get the Liverpool job. Oh, just get off the line. That's all from us at SportTalk. It's been a horrendous day. Liverpool, I don't know what's going on. Our slot's in trouble. I just don't know. I'm not watching Match of the Day tonight.
SportTalk, radio for morons.